Okay, so looks like we are back. We had some issues where it stopped recording at some point. Don't know when. Not sure why. But we're going to go with it and see what happens. So we're going to see how long we go this time. So yes, we just finished the tour, and now we're talking to the Reckoner here, Shinya Voss,
What a
and
spectacular waste of time.
yeah,
Essentially. But I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
hmm, okay,
It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Dugin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work? The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core. Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
all right. Well, let's just smooth them up a little bit.
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
All right.
All right, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
Oh, so we can. I don't know that I'm going to be doing a lot of these missions, right? May do some, I don't know. Not really going to do a lot of piracy, I don't think. Might smuggle some organs to Titan, though. We'll see. We will see. Um, there's the elevator going up, right? So before we go up, and we saw off to the side there, I think this is the gun range. So, boom. Gotta love the gun ranges, man, when they give you some free ammo. Oh, there's a magazine over here.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Oh, yeah? My bunk or yours? Ooh. Oh, that's not the something you were talking about? Let's see. All right, let's go look down here real quick. right, what we're doing real quick here is we're looking for evidence. Figure, any kind of loose data pads or anything like that would make for like, and not, we're not looking for anything that we have to steal off of anyone, because that would just set us in the wrong direction. So really is just looking for loose data pads somewhere. Can I sleep in this cot? Oh, I can't. Um, I'm not thinking I'm gonna find much, right? It's really got to be like the main offices and like bunks that belong to higher ups that might have something in it. So like Neva Mora, like if I find her rack or room, that would probably have something in it. Um, gosh, I can't remember her name now.
Fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die.
Yeah, yeah,
Choice.
yeah. Yeah, go on, get out of here, tough guy. Um, the woman that was fixing the door, I can't remember her name now. Her room would be another to check. Delgado's for sure.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm who?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Who are you? Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
I spent 2 long years and every credit I had looking for you, just so I could look you in the eye before I pulled the trigger.
And what's with the gun? There must be some mistake. I honestly don't know who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You killed my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Such a terrible shame. All that time and money she wasted. Ah, well. Better get rid of the body.
All right. So, Mr. Jadley Rasso, you're going to jail. He's a freebooter. All right. So I don't know how much money you make off of finding evidence to turn people in on, but we shall see. All right. Got some stairs. All right. So they might have some higher ups walking up here. Who's? Oh, yep. It's locked. I'm not gonna pick anybody's. Not gonna pick locks right now. Just looking for loose stuff. Notepad, deck of cards. Okay. Somebody comes up and catch me in their room. What are you doing in here? I got lost. You can sleep in anybody's rack. Very interesting. Anything? Morzana project data. Morzana. Okay, protected by C-shot encryption, authorized access only, property of Morzana project. All content exclusively owned and controlled by Ryujin. Sure would be nice to have that cyberpunk ability where you can go in and hack. Mm. Did I steal something? I think I did. Yes. And then I had a nice little drink. Uh, Ease my conscience. Okay, so here we go. Look, this one's owned. I can't remember if we found any others that were owned now. Okay, wait. Came up that way. One last room. Oh, what do you got in there? Ooh, stolen artwork. Alright, so this is another owned bed. Alright, whose bunks are these up here? Ammo. Granted, this game gives you way more ammo than you should ever need. Okay, this rack doesn't even activate.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Really? Where is Radley? Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Alright, when I came upstairs, I checked that one. Okay, only captain's room. Oh. So whose room would this be? Whoever it is, they don't have anything. Bummer. Okay, so that's where the elevators would have set us out. Okay. Yep, here I am.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You and everyone else on this station, keep following orders and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. Room could use a little color if you ask me.
Bring it on, baby.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time? Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score, one that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy, and everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead, and I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef. You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's legacy.
And what if Neva's right?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time. provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
True story. True story.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer.
Jazz.
Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
How are you a pirate with no ship, huh? And then, secondly,
Yeah?
what?
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet. I always thought heat leeches were just pests. Never considered trying to raise one as a pet. Imagine having your own terramorph.
It's funny how that is now everywhere you go, that's what people are talking about. It's kind of cool that that's blended in. I want to go in here. Which one is this one? Okay, so this is part 4.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Voli that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gail. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out of mind.
Your escape caused the deaths of many that were stationed
Is
in
this
the lock.
important?
Some would
Because
brand
I'm
that
pretty
as a
sure
bit
you've been given orders.
dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative? Wake up. The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
Regarding the specifications for my interface, I am going to need to make a few minor adjustments. Galbank is switching to an orthogonal hexabit encryption. So I want to crank up the core clock on my ARM hardware. You can probably get that equipment from Ryujin. I also need to have a storage injector port added so I can keep any darn trace packets off my system. It probably wouldn't hurt to throw in some electromag protection too. The electrical system on the key is terrible, and a short circuit could fry the whole setup. Last but not least, I might need a few cushions for the chair in the Reckoner's core. They're wearing a bit thin. See, I want to get into Delgado's computer. Not that I admitted to Neva, but the fleet's in bad shape. We've lost a lot of good people and replaced them with human chaff. The worst part is people are starting to turn on each other. That's how it is when things go to crap. It's every pirate for themselves. I doubt there'll be a mutiny, though. Ava talks a lot of crap, but she's loyal. And the rest of these idiots are too stupid or too greedy to agree on anything, let alone a new captain for the fleet. A pirate's idea of an even split is cutting you in two. So any conversation about banding together ends with a drunken brawl at the Nova. No, if this thing falls apart, it'll just collapse out from under us like a darn sinkhole. And the way I see it, we're not going to survive hunting and pecking for creds. We need to go all in. The fleet's future starts and ends with Crix's legacy. Sometimes I dream about Aquila City, the sand-dusted streets, the thick, heavy air, and the call of the wild beyond the wall. Everything is just how I remember it. I'm back with my old crew, doing heists and busting heads for loose change, milk money we called it, and we were bullies. There's only one thing that's off, really. The days have no light. Every time I look up, the sky is pitch black. At first, I thought it was old age. I've spent so much time on this floating piece of tin, maybe I'd forgotten what the Aquila sky looked like. But that's not it. When I'm awake, I can remember all of it easily enough. No, it's because even as an arrogant little street punk, subconsciously I know Aquila City isn't home. Up here with the fleet is where I belong. All right, no evidence there. Whose room is this? Hey, if you're just going to leave weapons laying around, and I sit like my grandfather and great grandfather before me, I know I will never leave this prison. My wife said my wife said my family was cursed. The Nagatas thought perhaps whatever spirits we offended would leave us be when we fled Osaka. But maybe we are cursed. And all of this because I lifted baby formula. These laws are pitiless, leaving my wife, my child, with no hope, and I just sit here, getting angrier. They think they can just lock us away on some forgotten planet, but instead they feed this prison more bodies, more rage, more vengeance. One day the warden will pay. Maybe not this warden, but they will regret their justice, and our vengeance will be the stuff of legends. From the diary of Kiyosaki Nagata, an early prisoner in the lock, who was eventually executed for staging a prison riot. Oh, hey. Whose room is this one? Because I could have sworn.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
that you have business on Suvarall?
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
You always work your ass off and get stuck with ops.
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up.
Soon, everyone is going to learn to
I
fear
intend
the
to
fleet.
make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe will stop me
As
from
long
achieving
as
that
you put
goal.
the fleet first.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the directionalists to turn to the fleet.
If I had a
You and the
billion
sheep that
crowns,
listen to your
I'd run
garbage
my
can
own
believe whatever the
city,
hell you
like
want.
me.
You were so
Except in
worried
my
about
town,
what I had
you
to
could
say,
be a
you
ruler
wouldn't have allowed
anywhere.
yourself to be brought here.
Rook,
Hey, pirate.
if you got any spare creds or just need to unload some junk, head to the depot.
UC'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
That's why I'm here. Oh, hey, look.
Anything ship related, you're at the right place.
Yeah? Well, that's cool. Don't need a brown leather jumpsuit. Don't need a circuit board. But I sure could use. Mind if I use your computer, Jazz? Dale wanted to know if I needed a few extra grease monkeys to help maintain things around here. I told him any more would just get in my way. I don't mean to sound arrogant, and I know my bandwidth is thin, but no one else can do what I do. I don't trust a new mechanic to understand how we've kept this station together with vacuum tape and baling wire. There's just too much tribal knowledge. The same goes for the ships. The Estrella. I knew what I was getting into when I joined the fleet, but it was always my skin on the line, so I could handle it. No biggie. This is different. Nev, she loves this. Being a pirate is her raison d'etre. Reason for living, I believe, or for existing. I can't remember. So the best way I can keep her safe is by working on her ship. Every nut, bolt, and wire on the Estrella I've hooked up with these two hands. And as insurance, I put in something extra to keep her out of harm's way. Knowing all this helps calm the nerves a little, but not completely. I know why my mom gave me this toolbox the day I said goodbye. I want to ask her if the worrying's gotten easier, but I already know the answer. Okay, so we got that bit of information. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Champ.
hefty, but I know you can handle it. I'm gonna need a lot more than usual this time. I'm planning to overhaul the entire electrical system before it completely shorts out. Oh yeah, thanks for sending over the Key's reactor specs. I can't tell you exactly why I needed those. Dell said to keep it hush-hush. As far as next month's shipment, start scrounging up some parts so I can spruce up our defensive batteries. They're looking kind of rusty. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll have my people in New Atlantis drop off the payment at the spaceport. Just make sure you aren't being followed. We wouldn't want the UC to know they're providing replacement parts to the Crimson Fleet.
Okay. Ooh. Bread. Wine. Bread and wine. Where's the cheese? Okay. Oh, there's Mathis.
Get lost. I'm trying to get ready for the job. You
Need a
should do
drink?
the same.
Bug at the Last Nova will be more than
Shipper.
happy to take your
You need it?
credits.
I've got it.
The fleet protects our own. And you turn against us, and you're dead.
I just love these cred sticks just laying around. Just laying around.
Fogged grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an Erdebrow lager and I'm good.
Shot a few bullseyes at the wrench today. That's worth
You see SysDef as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
Guess what? They will soon. Because now I'm on the scene. Alright. What is. Should we check this place out before we roll?
I'd kill for some more grog. I'd literally wrap my hands around a man's throat and squeeze.
Oh, you mean that grog right there? I haven't seen any. Sorry. Hey, look, tips. Woo, there's some big tippers too. Oops. Oops.
We may not have official security on the Key, but the host looking out for traitors.
Cool. I'm just looking to resupply. It's like, how do you make any money when all the stuff is just sitting there?
Need something?
Ooh, Aurora.
Bog's a softie, if you get to know him.
Not sure why there's a personal bloomer on the table.
got mixed feelings about my last job. Maybe. We haven't just
Don't challenge Bog to five-finger fillet. Guy's hands are made of cinder blocks and cigarettes.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else.
Sister is
How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson
I
Fleet?
wouldn't get on her bad side.
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few
Seems to
UC
me, instead
ships,
of
and a
trawling
couple
deep
dozen
space for stuff,
ex-cons at my
we got
side.
a much bigger
But I needed more.
I like my weapons like
So I sent out the call.
A lot of jingle.
Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the settled systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy.
Right into their cannons.
The Navy in turn
fleet
sent
is
ships to
fair.
attack the key.
Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
Three major attacks over the last few years.
You know, the last person who called me a liar, I cut off their tongue and glued it to a box.
Were embarrassing
Oh, yeah?
failures.
Did you do that
You
yourself?
feel these embarrassing failures
Surgery
led
take all
them
the
to
credit.
form UC system.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
They've clearly
got
given up
families in
and
every
decided
system.
to shove the responsibility onto a separate division.
Need to get off my
That
ass
way,
and do a job.
I'm the guy the UC
Maybe a
Navy can
heist.
move forward, proud and strong, while
But first,
UC
another
systems
drink.
continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the
Are you looking to
atrocities the
start
Crimson
something?
Fleet commits
Thought
on a daily
finished.
basis.
Oh yeah?
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
There was a lot of passion there. Alright, so she's named, so I am going to talk to her.
Hey, Cap, you hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
Why are you being
I'm a
tailed?
smuggler. Getting enemies comes with a job. This time, I got in over my head and made one who's more dangerous than me. I suppose I can't rightly blame you for that. It's the Varun Zealots. They've been on my tail a while. They're easy enough to avoid in places like this, but I'm history if they see my ship cruising around the space lanes again. Oh, I'm a real scrapper. Good in a fist fighter in the gunner seat. Doesn't matter to me so long as there's a strong drink waiting when the fight's over. I've also got pretty sticky fingers, if that suits you. If the Varun Zealots don't sound like a problem to you, then can't wait to see what you're made of.
Ooh, 33,000 credits.
Wouldn't be much of a smuggler if I wasn't willing to cut a deal, would I? Let's hash it out. I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
For you, I'd consider a discount. You're a good negotiator, Cap. I'll cut you a deal.
I'm going to put it...
Sure, fine by me. I'm looking forward to the adventure.
Alright. So we got... Oh, we don't... Sarah's not even assigned. I actually like that right now, that she's not assigned to the ship. We'll go get her.
Sounds like a plan. Let's catch up later. Thanks again for the save.
You are welcome. Kind of like her. I like her. I like her accent. She's a cutie pie. Welcome aboard.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Don't worry, he's going to jail soon. Not sure why everybody hates Radley though.
Rook, always ask for a bigger cut. It's all
This is Bob. Bob.
I was wondering when you'd wander my... The name's Fergus. Fergus Wickham. But you could call me Bog. Welcome to the last Nova, where the drinks are never free.
I just picked up like 10 of them.
Guilty? You name it, I got it. Although, I can't speak to quality. We don't believe in expiration dates here as long as it gets the job done. Got her back in my experimental days. Before we fixed up Nova, she was a real boggy mess. Practically an indoor swamp. I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze. Some might say I only got the booze part right.
Alright.
As long as you're buying, stay as long as you like. The last Nova never sleeps, so no last call here. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality. On the house. 1 free bottle of Bog's Grog.
Why, thank you.
That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find. And guaranteed to drown those sorrows. Nova wasn't always the lovely sight you see before you. She used to be a hydro farm and put up quite a fight when we decided to give her a makeover. Overgrown water everywhere. Almost gave up. But what's a proper home without a pub, eh? Next time you need a pint, come and find her.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go behind the scenes here real quick and just see if I can find any loose data slates. I'll take that. Drinks. Some of the maids have been complaining about watered down drinks, like it's my fault we're serving this piss. Not my fault. They haven't been putting in the work to keep us supplied the way we should be. Maybe they should spend less time hanging at the bar and more at the mission boards. Neva's on edge lately. Part of it is vouching for Rake. She's been burned before. Oh, but she's been burned before. What's bloody changed is the timing. We're spread thinner than Marmite right now, and the whole crew knows it. Maybe this new rook will pan out. But if things keep going bad, it's going to be like rats leaving a sinking ship.
Normally, pirates don't need to brag about their accomplishments, but here, it's a competition.
If you say so. Oh, yeah. Okay. We just made a whole bunch of stuff.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing worse than a patched ship with no personality.
Yeah?
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark. after you cook him with an energy blast.
Done with it.
Yeah, that was your first mistake.
What kind of name is Sys-Def anyway?
Okay.
Sharks are too scared to take the key because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
Well, there's some Aurora right here in front of you.
Music in the Nova will get you in the mood for a job.
If you need credits, hit up the mission board at the core.
All right, so we're at the marketplace. Here's the clinic. We don't need that.
Got some health issues you need help with?
Not really, but if I can steal some stuff from you, lighten your load, right? Without actually stealing, I'll do it. I will. I'll help you in that way. Now, if you got some like juicy little evidence laying around, that'll tell me all the naughty and bad things you've done, I'll be more than happy to.
Need some medical assistance?
Not really. Whoa.
Is something wrong?
No. Couldn't be. Ooh. Whoa. That was an extreme amount of experience. How many levels did I go up? Hey, I'll come back and talk to you another time. Right now, I got more missions to go on.
Captains handle most of the patrols. We've earned that trust.
I got you. Okay, so there's the bar. I think we have went around and looked at it.
Always listen to Delgado, unless you want to get keel-hauled across the key.
If you say so. Here, get down there. Okay, you got nothing in there. All right.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now? Patients, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's get out of here.
We call UCC-Steph sharks, but to the fleet, they're just bait.
Heading out. May, want to look into some armor upgrades first.
All right, so that's stealing.
You buy from me, you can look. I'll only the best protective gear you could.
All right, so I don't see that you have. Ooh. Salt. Should we try to look like a pirate? Not really feeling that. Look at that. All right, let's look at apparel. See if you got anything that's a little bit different than what we already have. Look at all this stuff. Now we already have that, and I should be changing into that. Ooh. Should we go with the shorties? I'm gonna buy it. What weapon? A cutter. Really? That's all you got, bruh?
Stay safe out there.
Alright, I'll try. Where was the gear at? Where was the equipment? Don't piss me off. Everyone drinks sober. Everyone drinks sober. Get out. Drink at your own risk. No killing unless they deserve it. You got a grudge, spit it out. I'm a bartender. I don't read minds. No pissing on the walls. No hogging the ping pong table. I pick the music. Alright. Credits are the lifeblood of the fleet. Our entire operation would not exist if not for the blood, sweat, and bullets of the pirates doing the work and the consolidation of their earnings here at the Key. So let me make myself clear. While we have facilities outside the Key, I expect any funds outside of standard operational costs to be brought back to the Reckoner's core. We've had incidents where fleet members have taken over operations on various planets throughout the settled systems and skimmed a little too much off the top. Suffice to say, they paid a steep price for their lack of transparency. Make sure you don't do the same. Shin boss. It doesn't matter if you think your bird is clean. When you dock, check with Jazz and her team to do a full repair and scan your ship for any dings or bugs. Security on the station isn't just about the swarm of patrols we got out there or the 3 large batteries orbiting the Key. It's the little things, the details. We gotta make sure to mind them. As the doctor on the ship, I just want to remind everyone of weight room etiquette. Wipe down your equipment. Bacteria grows in damp, warm areas. Wipe everything your skin touches. That includes the barbells and plates. Spotting. Let's try to avoid back injuries. If someone requests that you spot them, do it. And don't forget to ask how you want to be spotted. Some people like a little help lifting off. Rotating in. If there's no free benches, it's always good to let others rotate in between your sets. Find someone your size so you don't have to change things up. Just remember to follow rule number 1. Oh shoot. Radley sucks. I don't have a complaint. I just want to let it be known Radley sucks harder than a heat leech on a radiator. Ooh, okay. No, you're right. You have the right not to piss me off. You have the right not to be a whiny little rook. You have the right to shut your face. Remember your rights and exercise them liberally. It just might save your life. I want to second the earlier complaint that Radley sucks. Who decided to let Trade Authority? Oh, that's who he is. Radley is the Trade Authority. Mathis Castillo. Anyone meet that new Rook Mathis, I'd stay the heck away from him. It's nothing personal. That man puts in the work. He's just a walking black cat. Every job I ever done with the bloke ended badly. I was there when he set up a chem deal in the same joint. A squad of off-duty SysDef agents decided to have breakfast. Street rats call him Hex. Look the word up. It don't mean good things. Interesting. Alright. Did I need that? I don't think I really needed it. Hey.
So, tell us about Jasper Cricks's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar for you spacecraft.
You answer to
Yes,
Delegado
let's
Director.
talk about that. It
There's no
appears
screwing
you weren't
around.
satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar
Looking to
make
make
the
a
jump
deal?
into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
I hope you've brought me something interesting. What'll it be, friend? Buying, selling? The Trade Authority takes anything and everything. The fleet's got an impressive commerce system. They even manage legitimate doctor among their ranks. Business on the Key is like no other. It's the sole reason I'm here, for the credits. There are a few who share that sentiment. You'd think a successful business relationship would change their minds, but a few will always see me as an outsider. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always maintain a presence on the Key. Let's just say I've done my fair share of questionable activities in the past. With the credits I amassed, I gave the Trade Authority a sizable donation in exchange for a clean slate and a stable job. So, here I am, at your service. I left a similar lifestyle behind when I joined the Trade Authority, and never looked back. A lot of the rooks here see freedom and lawlessness, but that's only if you don't get caught. True freedom is not having a bounty on your head, with every cop and mercenary out to get you.
True that.
Always looking forward to something mutually beneficial.
All right, let's see what you got. That's pretty chill. Mm. Hmm. All right. Oh, I got a lot of weapons. Holy cow. Huh? Huh? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right. We can get rid of that. This is our space suit. I like the fit. All right. Oh, I got 4 of these. Holy cow. Maybe I should take the UC Navy hat off.
Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
Alright.
Kinetics, electromags, energy weapons. Nothing's a substitute for too many missions, not enough time.
If you say so.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
If you say so. Do not touch or use.
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Didn't mean to grab that.
You see SysDef as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
Okay, where am I? There's
Captain
Vasco.
Blaze, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your...
First things first, though. Before we go to Suvorov. Wait, this one. Return evidence.
Hello, Captain.
Whoa. Alright. Up here.
I could have joined any division of the UC Navy.
Anything new to report? What can I do for you? We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works. They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too.
It only takes one pirate to screw everything. I have evidence for you.
Good. The more you find, the stronger our case. Yeah, you're right. But there's no way this was a solo job. Shifting all those parts takes serious manpower. I'll send this to Mast so they can shake the tree a bit, see what falls out. Looks like Durand better start looking for parts somewhere else. Have any more? The boss engineered a way to directly interface with the key's mainframe? I knew he was a math genius, but didn't realize he was so tech-savvy. Well, we'll share this information with Galbank. Hopefully it'll help them shore up the security on their cryptocurrency. Any other fragments? So, Mr. Yasso is actually Lionel Soto. We thought Soto was dead. At least, that's what the records told us. I'll have the records updated, but seeing as Mr. Yasso has surrounded himself with the Crimson Fleet, there isn't much we can do. Yet. Find anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it. You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past? Okay. But don't say I didn't warn you. You might not like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite. Oh, come on. I haven't exactly been cordial about my feelings towards the Crimson Fleet's illegal activities. Oh, does it now? Was I giving off some kind of ex-con sort of vibe? Well, give me a chance to explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house. Would make a hell of a motion picture. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind. Very funny. And not even relatively close. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. You're welcome. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
All right, we'll pick it up at another time. And that's it.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
All right. I think I have to get
Word
back
is
to
the
my
fleet
ship.
has you chasing ghosts on Suvorov.
Mm-hmm.
One thing spookier than a pirate.
I bet operations on the key are a clown.
Do you have anything to report?
I'm looking forward to reading your report.
Dismissed.
Heard you boarded the key. I can't imagine what state the pirates have left it in.
Hey, Vasco. All right, let's get the super off. Oh. Oh, unexplored route. All right. All right. Am I all the way over here? Really? All right. Missions. Set course. Show me my course, and then we will make stops along the way. All right, so it takes 2 jumps. All right, clear the route. All right, there we go. All right. So I need to get back. Why can't I get there? Why can I not get to Crix? I can get to Crix. Let's go to here. Is that weird? All right. Let's get here. And get to the lock.
Captain Blaze, do you require my assistance?
No, thank you though. Where are we going?
About time you got here. I told you you were wasting your time, Del. That is why we're here. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut.
There you go.
You got that? Fine. All right, listen up because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me. Before he touched off the riots, Crick spent time behind bars at the lock. If he cooked up any sort of a plan about his legacy, the trail has to start here. Oh, I don't know. I was really hoping for a huge sign on the wall saying, Crix's legacy clues here. Do I have to spell everything out? Look for data slates, notes, terminal entries. If you wrote a poem on a piece of toilet paper, I want it. If that was supposed to be a joke, I am not laughing.
Don't worry about laughing, Delgado. It'll be a goddamn laugh riot when I split open his head with a crowbar.
All right, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
I got this!
I kill, I kill.
Easy victory!
Wait, what was that? Take cover now!
Get up there. Well, what?
Get ready to die!
Holy cow, there's a lot of them.
You don't want to mess with me!
That's not fair. Jeez. Any casualties?
Me on! I dare ya!
Oh, they have adhesive.
Get your damn head down!
Why won't they just come on up? One out. There's a lot more over here. I think you have to clear up all out before you can go down. Oh, hey. Loot. No, he said don't grab any loot. He said no looting. That was kind of his words, wasn't it? No looting. I can't say for sure because apparently I wasn't listening. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I didn't want to fall. Oh, shoot. Come on. Really? Just to grab on this thing. Oh, shoot.
You want to mess with a Crimson Fleet pirate?
I'm going for it.
Is that all of them? Nope.
Come around. I'll cover you.
Why aren't you just shooting them?
I'll show you what the Crimson Fleet's made of.
Really?
Put some fire on her!
Oh, we ain't done yet.
There's still more? What the heck, man? Gear workbench. Oh, hey, that's new. Can't we just clear them all out, man? Where's the last one? There he is. I think that's it. That's it.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The lock. About 100 years ago, this icebox was a maximum security penitentiary for the UC. Originally, they just tossed prisoners onto the surface of Suvorov. But after people cried foul, they built this place. Cozy, huh? Around 5 years. Rumor says he started planning his escape the moment that he arrived.
Oh, grow a spine, will ya?
There is a huge difference between being a coward and being careful. So both of you, watch yourselves. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing... This ID card cost a small fortune. So we are in. Let's go. First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Usually stick down here.
Those creatures should be piling out here soon. Okay. Prisoner. With a weapon. Oh, guard. I got you. I got you. Hold on. We're about to check it out. Echoes of the past. Okay. Security chief. Transfer area guard station. Alright, just procedures. Okay. Day shift. 24/7. Airlocked. Hit. Fire suit. Shivs. Illicit substances. Cred sticks. Hey. Disassembled the machine gun. Okay, here's something.
Something's out there.
Okay. Oops. Oh. Okay, you can reload anytime now.
I will never get tired of that.
Seriously. Speak to who? I don't want to talk to you right now. I want to loot. Scrubs. Oh, hey, look. Bounty Hunter spacesuit. Ammo. Deep core pack. Look, Delgado, look what I'm doing. Looting. Ooh, Slackware.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about a kilometer away. Hallelujah. If we weren't on this job with Delgado, I'd drop you for saying that.
Enough already. I should have known better than to bring both of you at the same time. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, where everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Roger that. After we finish looting. Okay. Milk. Need bigger cuts for prisoner. Somebody. This guy's huge. Stem. Battle stem. And we can't get to that one. Did I look in here before? Okay, so that is the way they want us to go. So, before going that way, what in the world is that? Arc welder. More menu, ammunition. Yep. So we were already in here. We just missed that and this stuff. Nothing. Alright.
Roof's coming down! Damn it. This ice and rock must be several meters thick. God damn it, we're cut off! Hey, Del! Can you hear me? Del! Well, this is just great. The hell?
We stick to the plan. Maybe we can cut through the debris.
Yeah, sure. I've got a few spare months to cut through all that rock and ice. Let's see.
Okay, well.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. For right now, I have a much better idea. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves. Whoa, hang on. Give me a second to explain. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits. Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here.
Let's. Alright, so that's a loose panel. Let's see. 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 Hmm? Nothing there. Wait, what is that there?
They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrap heap.
They're not paying us anything.
I guess that's one way through.
Hey, look. Let's just use this for a second. I want to see what it does. Alright, so I have. Let's look at this. What can I do here?
When we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry.
So that. Socket 2. Galvanized, lead lined, weapon holsters. Add that. And third, sensor chip.
You hear that? Ah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me.
See what quality we can do. So 3. Look at that. Nice. Okay. What I wanted to do is look at this best. Alright, so quality. 3. Can we... Oh, wait. Can we change it to 10? Nope. Oh, look at that.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of bogs right now.
We can do that. Right? And then this one. Say we do that. Right? And then... Say we do that. Alright, so mirrored. Say we do that. Alright. And then here's the outfit.
And here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something.
Do we need that? Or should we... Let's do that. Yep. Then what are we going to put on here? Combat veteran or O2 boosted? Let's do that. Then 10% damage to scan. Hacker. No, we don't need that, but red line is good. And
100 years old. It's amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now.
see what this. Can we put anything on here? See, these things would add some stuff. We can add. Oh.
While we're picking through the trash, we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
So that wasn't so bad. All right. Sealant. Box cutter. And then we can even do this if we want it. Like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. I got an extra spacesuit. That guy. Don't need that guy. All right. And then in case you're wondering what that did, this is what it does. So you can see all those they got converted to resources. And then basically all these with the that's what happened. Okay.
How can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit.
Take this stuff. It does make a big difference over here, but when it is distracting as well.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history,
if you can.
Blows me mind.
Hello? Hello? Can either of you hear me?
Hold your horses.
Anyone up there? Use the intercom up there if you can.
I'm busy, man. Oh my God, 55 China packs.
Quit screwing around and pick up.
I'm not gonna do that. Hmm? Okay.
Damn it. Is anyone there? Come on, we need these doors open.
All right, here we go.
Look at this dump.
I think I got everything.
I can't imagine that stuff down here to rot.
Use the intercom up there if you can. Is anyone up there? Can either of you hear me?
Unfortunately, we can, but we are ignoring you right
Hello?
now.
Use the intercom up there if you
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the
Is
guards.
anyone there? Waiting to hear back. Answer if you can.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Is anyone up there? So the two of you made it, huh? You kidding? After what just happened? After that ice fall? I didn't know what to think. I figured the two of you were crushed to death. Well, brush the dust off and listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that? I'll make it easy for you. If you find anything that says Cricks or Legacy, you grab it. This really isn't that difficult. Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
You hear that, Mathis? All right, let's get it over here.
Attention. Lockdown mode has been rescinded.
Nothing. All right.
There's got to be a way out of this goddamn place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Prison scrubs, prison scrubs, prison scrubs. Okay.
I bet those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
After action report, Guard Bryant reporting. The shuttle bay techs were complaining about hearing some type of banging or scraping on the access doors, so we were sent to investigate. We headed to the surface and immediately engaged some indigenous creatures that had been burrowing through the ice. We managed to drive them off, but I'm certain they'll be back. Fortunately, our squad only suffered minor injuries. First we deal with all the maintenance issues at the lock, and now this. If this keeps up, I'm gonna request a transfer.
Environmental, please be advised that we're taking all staff complaints regarding the intolerable temperatures within the lock very seriously. Fortunately, our facility has been provided a poorly engineered heating system that is woefully insufficient to combat the cold, leaving some sections of the prison at temperatures as low as 5 degrees Celsius. Administration understands the conditions within the lock are less than ideal for staff, so we ask for your patience while we wait for an improved system to be delivered from New Atlantis. In the meantime, portable heating units and cold weather gear has been made available for assignment. Please see your section supervisor for details. This security alert is being issued to all personnel. It has been brought to attention that some of the prison population has discovered a way to create improvised weapons by carving chunks of permafrost from the cell block walls. Thermal coils from portable heating units are being cannibalized and used to manufacture these dangerous items. Therefore, security has no choice but to remove the portable heating units from all prison cells. Extra blankets and cold weather gear, such as jackets and thermal undergarments, will be distributed to replace the units. If you observe any prisoner in possession of an improvised weapon, be certain to activate a blue alert before approaching the subject. I'd like to congratulate Brian Richard for winning last month's trivia contest. This month's questions are below. Good luck. What type of star pulsates rapidly, which causes it to vary in diameter, temperature, and luminescence or luminance? Is that not a quasar? I don't know. What is another name for a neutron star with an extremely powerful magnetic field that might occur after a supernova? Oh my gosh. Can't remember now. What is the second brightest star in New Atlantis night sky? Really? What are the largest known structures in the universe? What is the graph called on which the intrinsic brightness of stars is plotted against their temperatures? Interesting. All right, let's see what happens.
Huh, what's that over there? Looks like there's a guard tower overlooking the cell block. We should check it out.
Mm-hmm. Just want to check, make sure I've looked at everything here.
QC must have burned some serious cash when we lost this place. Serves him right.
I can take him out right now instead of having to fight him later. Or even better. Whoa. Puncture wounds. Alright, so we came in this way. Let's go this way. Where are they? Need a bandage. Don't need that, I need a bandage. Wait.
Can't hide from me!
What the heck is that?
If we get out of here, remind me to thank Delgado for hanging us out to dry.
Rub some dirt on it. Where are you? let's check this. Alright, so showers. But before we go check showers, let's check the kitchen.
Box right now.
Let's check the showers real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to take that.
I swear, I am never putting ice in drinks. Ever again. You see, must have burned some serious cash when they lost this place. Serves them right.
Alright, so we done that, we done that. Alright, so now back up this way. Can we get into this? Marker, drawings, nothing actually important in here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Can you imagine how angry the prisoners were when they rioted? I would hate to have been one of the guards.
Holy cow.
It's history, man. Huh. Blows me mind. They aren't paying us enough to be poking through this scrap heap.
Well, right now, we're just trying to find a way out. Alright, so that one needs a computer. So that says something. Prison scrubs.
I bet those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh.
You already said that. Okay, so where is the computer?
There's got to be a way out of this goddamn place.
Just run right by me.
you hear that? Nah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me.
You're starting to get to me. All right, let's go up.
Here I thought we While we're picking through the trash, we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Dang it.
A 100 years old, eh? It's amazing this entire place hasn't collapsed by now. Look at this dump. I can't imagine being stuffed down here to rot. Poor bastards.
What, nothing good? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Um, went up in there.
How can these things live in this kind of cold? That's bullshit. I ain't even breaking a sweat over
Well, that means you need to try harder.
here. Hurts like hell.
Hurts like heck. Whoa. Where'd the other one go? Well, these ones spit at you. Hmm.
And here I thought we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or something.
This is fun. Don't you think?
So, have you changed your mind yet?
Quit bringing this up or you're gonna get us both killed.
Yeah, right. You saw it back there. Those things, whatever they were, they've probably ripped him to shreds by now. Did the job for us. And if they haven't, we can still handle the job. We just have to get our hands a little dirty. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
Alright, so, you know what? No way, Mathis. I'm not going to be part of your plan.
Of all the people to get trapped here with, why the hell did I get stuck with you, huh? Fine, have it your way. So, now that we've made it to the guard tower, what's our next move, genius?
Figure this out. We find a way out of this place and keep looking for info on Crix.
Keep doing what we've been doing. Right. Glad I asked. I suppose we should start off by searching the tower for the location of Crix's cell. If he stashed any useful information, it might still be hidden somewhere inside.
Alright, good call. But on that note, now that we made it to this tower office, and we got this guy, and we got that guy over there, and then a couple of books, and a helmet. So we got some stuff to look at, and then we got a credit stick. We can grab that. Then we have this computer. I think that's what's going to open up some of that cell for us. So, on that note, we will call it a day. All right. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.